This is Rob Mitchell of bloodhorse.com. Well, this morning over at the Keeneland Training Center, I'm with trainer Charles Lopresti. Charlie, last weekend there were a lot of major Breeders' Cup races, but the one horse that everybody was buzzing about after the weekend was Wise Dan. Tell us about what is it that makes this horse so special?
Well, I think he's really gotten good over the last year. He takes to any surface. He's done really well on the grass and the synthetic, but he can run on the dirt. And the fact that he's able to ship and go to Saratoga, Woodbine, then come back here to Keeneland, he's just a pretty neat horse. He's got a lot of talent. I'm very lucky to have him, and he's done real well.
And of course, he won the Shadwell Turf here at Keeneland over the weekend. He has quite an accomplished record of winning graded races on all surfaces, as you say. Going into the Breeders' Cup, you had some choices to make. What's your gut feeling on where you might run?
Well, I think we're going to run in the mile on the turf because there's no question that he likes the mile on the turf, and I don't want to experiment and try to run. He's never been a mile and a quarter. That's another thing, to try to do that on the dirt at Santa Anita against a horse like Game On Dude, who's on top of his game on his home track.
And certainly we're talking about if he were to run on the dirt at Santa Anita, that would be in the Classic against Game On Dude, as you say, who's quite a bear and knows that track well.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to do that. If he had been out there and had a race over the track, and I'd have a better idea of how he liked it and how he handled it, I would do it. But knowing that he can ship well and run on the grass, he's done it at Saratoga, he's done it at Woodbine, he came back here, he's done it at Presque Isle. I feel pretty good. Of course, you got to get lucky and win that race too, but I feel like I'm putting him in a better chance to win a race out there.
And certainly Wise Dan, with what he's done, he's already into the Horse of the Year picture as far as other championship honors and other categories. Just, this horse so well. What is it about him? I mean, his personality, heart, what is it that gets him to do what he's done?
Well, he's got a lot of raw talent, I can tell you that. He's got a big heart, and he's pretty smart, and he's pretty easy to deal with. I mean, like when I took him to Woodbine, I shipped him into somebody else's barn up there, and he acted like he'd been there the whole time. He just settles right in. He doesn't get nervous. He doesn't expend any energy around the barn. And I think that's a big thing for a horse that ships well and is just real happy in his surroundings.
And is that fairly unusual for a horse? I mean, when you get them out of their environment, do they sometimes get keyed up? And
I've always heard that the really good horses, that's the way they are. They conserve their energy for race day, and they know when they're going to run. And the more I'm around Wise Dan, I'm starting to see that in him. He knows when it's race day, and he just takes it easy and prepares himself for it.
Has he surprised you, or did you know that he had this potential from day one?
I always thought he had talent, but he really has. I wouldn't say, I guess surprise is a good word, because every time he runs, I'm like, wow, he really is a good horse.
Thank you, sir, and good luck.